Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad to have you here. I decided to compile for this video all my favorite things from last year, all the things I loved last year. I decided to compile them in this video and share them. So last month, in December 2024, people, which is the usual practice, people come online and share their top books of the year, their top movies of the year, and the things that they loved. So I decided that that is what I want to do, to talk about all my favorite things, not just books, not just movies, but all the things that I loved. So the first category I want to talk about is obviously books. So I read 9 books last year, and my favorite books, okay, I had 2 books that I really loved. So the first book is a fictional book, and the name of that book is Mami by Jessica George, and that book is such a wholesome book. Like, it feels like it's a coming of age book, and it follows the life of a 25-year-old girl. She had a sick dad, and she had a deadbeat job, and she was also navigating, dating and all of that, and she had a crazy mom. So it was, an amazing book. I remember reading it with a friend, and the two of us arguing about who the better guy would have been to have as a boyfriend, something like that. So she was dating one particular guy that messed up, by the way. So he invites her to his house, and he makes her very nice demure meals and all of that, and she found him more romantic. But me, I liked the one she eventually ended up with, which was kind of like a boy next door kind of vibe, and at the end of the day, he was even a good guy. So yes, yeah, so I really loved Mami. Then the second book that I loved is a non-fiction book. The name of the book is Single, Dating, Engaged, Married, by Ben Stuart. So it was such a beautiful book. I was just literally highlighting. So, but the one major thing I picked from that book is that God is interested in your love life. That reminder that God is interested in your love life makes you realize that you're not alone. In whatever your struggles or your worries are, and in whatever phase of relationship you're in, God is interested. And it was just such a beautiful book. I loved it, and I really learned a lot from that book. Okay, the next category is movies. So I watched about 80 something movies last year, and this comprises both like full-length movies and then series. So I have 4 movies that I really loved from last year. I loved Soul. Soul is an animated movie. It essentially talks about purpose, and that sometimes it's not really about that grand dream that you have, and sometimes when you even achieve that grand dream, like it may not give you that satisfaction and happiness that you crave. It's more about the journey than the destination, and it's even the little things that matter. So it's such a beautiful animated movie, and I keep saying it, animation is not for children. Even adults watch animation. Like, this movie just has a lot of adult messages, and not that children shouldn't be concerned about purpose and all of that, but it really addresses things that bug people even as in their big age, so to say. Then the second movie that I loved from last year is Mamma Mia. So Mamma Mia is a musical, and I really loved that movie so much. On a quest to find a movie that promotes wholesome mother-daughter relationship, I used to think Gilmore Girls was it until I started getting to the later part of the series in general. It was so crazy. So, but that's a topic for another day. So Mamma Mia is such a wholesome, beautiful. It portrays a wholesome, beautiful mother-daughter relationship. It's not like they didn't fight in the movie, but like, it was just so beautiful. It reminded me a lot about me and my mom's relationship. Like, I cherish my mom so much, and it was just so beautiful to watch. And I was watching it when I was away from my mommy. So when I got back home, I just had to hug her and all of that. So it's such a beautiful movie, and I think everybody should watch it. I think it has left Netflix Nigeria. Then the next movie I loved is a Nigerian movie, Breath of Life. Oh my god. I really want to see more of Chimezie Imo in this coming year. Like, that guy is... oh my god, the guy is so talented. Like, that egg scene in that movie was so... like, how you know a good actor? When you are watching a movie and you think he's real, like, you transcend from, oh, I'm watching a movie, to thinking that you're actually like really experiencing this, that it's real and it happened. It was such a beautiful movie. I know I've been saying beautiful. I don't know the adjectives to use for this movie. I just feel like it's not even as hyped, and it's very easy for you to be like, oh, but when I actually watched this movie, my god, that movie has my heart forever. And Chimezie as well. Like, Wale Ojo, of course, he's the OG. Like, nothing. I doff my cap for him. But Chimezie Imo, that guy is something. Then the next movie that I really liked, the fourth movie, is The Color Purple. I know there was a lot of drama that I don't understand that happened on social media. I don't know what the head and tail of that drama was, but I watched the movie and that movie is heavenly. I don't know what to use to describe the movie, and it's a musical. I don't know if I mentioned that. And my favorite song from the movie is The Color Purple. Obviously, like, you need to go and listen to that song on Spotify. It's beautiful. I really need to find more adjectives to use to describe movies, but yes. Then I want to just chip this in. So I think last year was the year of Aaron Pierre. Like, everybody has forgotten Idris Elba. There's this other guy that people liked, the Duke. Oh, the Duke from Bridgerton. Everybody has forgotten them. Is Aaron Pierre, and I watched Rebel Ridge last year. If you ask me one thing that happened in that movie, I don't know, but Aaron, we know. That's it. And I saw Mufasa very recently, and that movie is really amazing. Like, the Lion King franchise, is it franchise I'll call it, but anything Lion King is so amazing. Like, I really loved the Mufasa origin story and the Scar origin story as well. Like, it was so beautiful to watch. I feel like I want to watch it again. So yeah, so that's my favorite movies from last year. So the next category would be products. For my makeup, one product that really changed the game for me when it comes to making my makeup last longer. So, and it's Kiss Beauty Rose Face Primer. So it makes my makeup really last longer. So I love it so much, and it's not even something that that will make you break the bank for. It's I think it's from 5,000 naira and below. I can't really remember the price, but I didn't break the bank for this one. And another product I liked is the Vaseline body oil. Sometimes when I rub a body cream or something of that nature, and then I'm in a room that is really cold, after a while it starts looking ashy. So, but with this Vaseline body oil, I noticed that even long after my day is over, my body is still glossy. So I really like it, and I want to invest more in body oils in the coming year, or in this year. We're already in the coming year, so yeah. So that's one of the products I really liked. Then when it comes to edibles, I'm not really a food person, but there is this particular snack that I really liked, and I'm not really seeing it everywhere. It's this McVitie's cream crackers. I don't know, there's something about it that I like, and I really need to go on a hunt for that biscuit. Next category is music. One music I really liked last year, and I even discovered it late last year, is this song by K Strings, is Rahama. I really like that song. That song sometimes make me want to bow my head and weep. Then for some honorable mentions, let me just talk about some experiences that I had last year that I liked. So I went for my very first sip and paint, and it was, you know, this thing on TikTok where people say they'll do like 100 problems, and then while they're doing that activity or they're with that person, the problems start reducing to 0. That was how it felt like when I was at that sip and paint event. It wasn't an event, like there's this organization that organizes sip and paint. So I'm going to put a picture of what I drew and painted. It was like, sometimes my mind feels chaotic. What am I doing with my hair? So sometimes my mind feels chaotic, like it feels noisy like Lagos. But when I was at that when I went for the sip and paint, like my head felt very quiet. Like all the noise in my head was no longer there. Like I was more focused on, oh, what color should I mix to achieve this, and how can I make my picture come out fine. So that was just my worries, and I enjoyed every minute of my time there. So yeah, those are all my favorite things from 2024 that I can remember, and I'm hoping and believing for a more memorable 2025. So see you in my next video. Bye.